over here at big number 4. And the reason I say that is I ended up top supering them last inspection, which was 2 weeks ago. So let's give them some smoke. Let's give them some smoke and get into them. So the top super will be the drawn super. The super that is mostly drawn out. So we'll just do a quick check on that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You see wax on the bottom side of your inner cover. It's usually a pretty good indication. But yeah, look at that. Honey for days. So that's what you want to see. And hopefully by putting the super on top supering them, hopefully that entices the bees to start working that bottom box. That's a super. Let's just do a quick look. Pick up a few of the frames, feel the weight of them. Good lord, that is heavy. And I just stuck my hand straight in the wax, messing up all that work. Yeah. Definitely running single brood chambers and 9 frame. They got a little work to do on this side. 9 frame supers. I think that is just an extremely good combination if you're looking at having a nice harvest. Yeah, that side too. It's got some weight to it. Yeah, check that out. That is nice. Let's pull one more. I'll grab my spacer to get them spaced up again. Yeah, that's got some nice weight to it. Well, I've seen enough. That's kind of cool. I've seen enough in the top box here. Let's get this set aside. This is going to be heavy. Oh, it is. Tired of fighting with the wax. Yeah, I don't see them. Unfortunately, I had this same result on another box that I top supered. I don't really see them doing too much, so let's just set them aside. Ain't really nothing to look at there. Just do a quick inspection of the brood chamber, and that's it for today. This was a hive that overwintered, and then that queen swarmed, or she either swarmed or was superseded by the colony. Yeah, they're still queen right. I got eggs on the very first frame here. So I'm really just checking for some kind of cell. Queen cell, swarm cell, supersedral cell. And make a determination at that point. But yeah, overwintered queen. And the bees just decided to replace her. I think within a month. Within about a month of the season, and it'd be hard to argue with them, is what I'm thinking, because this queen is doing a fantastic job. I mean, look at that frame. And that's the second frame. So maybe in the next week or two, once all those bees hatch and the current bees that stay inside the colony, once they become a little more mature and start foraging for food, maybe that's what it'll take for that new medium box to get filled out. It's wishful thinking, but I've had colonies fill out a box within 2 weeks before, so you never really know. Alright, 4 frames to go. Man, look at that. That is nice. It's another nice, very nice brood frame. Brood at the very top too. And they're maximizing the space, that's for sure. There she is. Can't miss her with that nice white dot. That is the biggest advantage in marking your queens. And the first few years I never did. I just couldn't get myself to do it. And go figure, find her on a frame like this. Look at all that nice brood that should be capped in the next week or so. Alright, well, I know where to find her, so the last 2 frames will be pretty quick. It's a nice food frame. A lot of nice honey up top there. A ton. This won't come up on film, on camera, but a ton of eggs in that very dark cone. I think this frame's going to be pretty heavy. Well, surprisingly, it's not. I saw that at first and thought it would have some weight to it, but it doesn't. Alright, let's get them put back together. Get the queen released. Add the supers back on and call it a day. Okay. Alright. Let's get her released. It's always kind of cool to share with everybody. There you go. And there she goes. Alright, let's get the queen accelerator on. Time to pick up some supers. This next one, not looking forward to. That has to be 50 pounds, easy. Let's see, inner cover. Outer cover. Alright, hey, that does it for number 4. Quick inspection. Top super looking good. As long as they don't heat that up, as long as we don't have any bad weather, and that keeps the bees inside the colony for days on end, which is it has happened before with days and days of rain. the bees will stay inside, and guess what? Guess what they do when they can't get outside the hive? Any kind of food source that they have, whether it's cured honey or not, they'll uncap that with the quickness and consume it for survival purposes. So that's always the fine line you walk on with keeping bees, trying to harvest honey this time of year, is it doesn't take much weather-wise. It doesn't take a major change in the weather, and your honey harvest can be looking very nice one week and be non-existent the following week. But nature of the beast, so what can you do? But anyway, yeah, I was really hoping the medium super that sits directly on top of the brood chamber, so below the drawn super, I was really hoping to see more action on that. Same thing with, what is that, hive number 3? Yeah, hive 3 and 4, both top supered, and the bees just are not really drawing out that new super at all. I was gonna say not much, but they're not drawing it out at all. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I was a bit late adding or top supering those hives, adding that new super, because the blackberries, the gallberries, the blueberries, everything's pretty much stopped blooming. I feel like there's still a few things out there that are blooming because the bees are bringing in pollen, even though pollen and nectar are two different things. But they're still bringing it in because they're still filling some of the supers that have drawn wax. They're still filling it with nectar because they haven't cured it to honey yet. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking maybe I just was a bit late top supering those colonies. But I mean, what can you do? You can't change the past, so all you can do is move on and move forward. So hey, that does it for Cole's Farm. Hive number 4 looking good. Found the queen. Didn't find any swarm cells, queen cells, supersedure cells, nothing like that. They have a few queen cups in development, but that's extremely normal. They're always preparing to do something. But yeah, we should have some honey to harvest here very soon, within the next few weeks. Definitely by the end of the month, and then we'll have it for sale. We sell through the Square site, which will go live once we have honey available. I deactivated the link for now because just so people weren't making appointments and we didn't have anything to sell. But if you look us up on Google Maps, I'll put the Book Now button on Instagram and Facebook. When we have some honey for sale, it'll take you to the Square site. Super easy. You just pick a date and time that works for you. It's all prepay, so you have to pay in advance through the site. And we'll leave the honey on the porch just so we continue to do our part with social distancing. Not something that's talked about too much anymore for whatever reason. I mean, it kind of is, but we have 2 little ones that are not vaccinated due to their age, so that's how we continue to do our part in efforts to keep them safe. Everybody has their own views, not to make this video about that, but just a little bit of a backstory as to why we use the Square site and pay in advance and don't come out and meet and greet and shake hands and everything or get too close, just because we have 2 little ones, like I said, that it's our job as parents to keep them safe. So maybe one day, once things settle down and the world becomes somewhat normal, we'll have a little more interaction with our customers, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy meeting people, asking them how they discovered us, especially the return customers that we've seen in the last few years. I don't know, it's just something that I enjoy. So anyway, that does it for this week. Cole's Farm here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so, because every single person that hits the subscribe button, I take it that is you saying thank you to us for doing what we do, the content that we share, the honey that we sell, so on and so forth. And check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We have a giveaway going on with the Hive Butler, if that's something you're interested in. Made a post yesterday. Just check out the details, the rules of the contest, and if it's something, like I said, you're interested in, feel free to partake. Alright, that does it for me. It's probably about 3 o'clock now. Not terribly hot, but when you've been out here for a few hours, I am soaking wet, so I do want to get inside, clean up, cool off, and make some videos to share with y'all over the next coming weeks. So, yep, that does it for me. See y'all next time.